Hi, my name is Robert Shapiro. I want to read you something today from a book I put out recently as part of the Ultimate UFO series, as my publisher and I are calling it. The book is entitled The Zetas: History, Hybrids, and Human Contacts. I channeled this some time ago from a being called Tlingit Cha. And I'm going to read you a couple of paragraphs from page 241. This book is an attempt to resolve parts of various mysteries in order to entice you to expand your welcoming, not only of extraterrestrial races who love you and appreciate you, but also to be able to accept them on their own terms, instead of needing to convert them into beings like you. You know, as an Earth person of the culture that you're in, that is one of the biggest challenges for any youngster. Going to school and having friends and so on, trying to feel a part of things, that you are like everybody else so you can be accepted. As a result, many cultures on Earth have taken the rather nationalistic point of view that if you become more like us, then we will embrace you. This has led to the building of walls and barriers that you are only now beginning to take apart, as many of you become more worldly from international travel and communications, which are getting better now because of the computer networks and so on. All this is intentional, so that when races come to meet you, and you go out to meet them, as you will in the future, you will be able to accept them as they are and appreciate each other's differences in the divine soup that makes up all life. That's really a good message for us now these days, isn't it? It's very easy for us to expect, want, and even need other people to be like us enough so that we can feel safe to be around them. This is a real factor of life, isn't it? And it's not just for people at school. It's not just for getting used to a new neighborhood. It's just as much for adults in the workplace, or adults on the way to work, or just folks trying to get along in life. It's important to accept people the way they are. Obviously, if people are extremely difficult or violent, you don't have to accept that. But I'm talking about accepting and appreciating differences. I think we've come to be able to do that much more so in these times because of the food of people. We go to restaurants and we enjoy completely new and different foods for many of us. And in the process, we absorb, however on the surface it might be, some sense of another culture. And it's safe, isn't it? We go there, people wait on us, we eat good food, and then we can leave and completely become embraced with the known world that we live in. I feel that the statement that has been made by many that the earth is shrinking, obviously not physically, is appropriate here, because what's really shrinking is our need to control everything around us. That's not always obvious, is it, when you look at politics in the world, to say nothing of current history? There's more of a feeling, very often, that control is much more rampant than ever before. But I believe it's because the world is changing. The people are changing. Younger generations are easily adapting to this because they haven't had a lifetime of being other ways. And this is good. It's intended. It is just these exact same younger generations that we'll be able to establish, I believe, a world culture that will embrace differences and accept differences as natural. And that, I feel, is the most important thing. It's okay to be natural, and it's okay to express yourself. It's also okay to be polite and to honor as much as we wish to have those be polite to us and honor and respect us. And most importantly, to embrace us in ways we like, meaning as friends. It's not an accident, I feel, that it's so easy to make friends on the internet, because we're not necessarily in each other's faces, and we can be ourselves. At some point soon, we'll have the opportunity as Earth citizens to be ourselves with each other. Let's work up the courage to do this so that we can do it safely. And let's ask everybody to participate in that in the most benevolent way. We'll see how it works out. I've got a good feeling about it. Good life to you all.